Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the weekly MMA Cycles Market Update. Today is the 25th of September, 2024, and I am Gianni DePoce, your host. Decided to take a little bit of a pit stop on the way back from Lake Bled, Slovenia, where we had an excellent MMA 2024 investment retreat. Tremendous market analysis, tremendous camaraderie, and friendships forged over the weekend in Lake Bled. It was truly a memorable event that will not soon be forgotten. But in the meantime, markets are on the move. And let's go ahead and take a look at the Dow Jones here. You can see that we hit a new all-time high today, and coming into some selling now. We have a lot of Fed speakers coming up in the next couple of days. But from a geocosmic standpoint, we just began Libra season. And for all the GAN folks out there, GAN was always adamant about the cardinal ingresses and how they could correspond to reversal. So we're only, 3 trading days away from that, from the start of fall, but we also had Sun trine Pluto and then Venus ingressing into the sign of Scorpio and squaring Pluto on Sunday, the 22nd as well. So could be seeing a temporary top here in the indices. We did see the NASDAQ display some leadership yesterday. It's displaying leadership again today. I am encouraged by the fact that we exceeded this high of August 22nd, but we remain in a situation where it's new all-time highs or bust. The Fed has started to lower interest rates. Technology has done well in the past in lower rate environments, especially when the dollar is weak, and it continues to be. And MMA analyst Ulrich Aspergen really did an excellent job at the investment retreat over the weekend, shedding light on the long-term prospects for the US dollar. Certainly piqued my interest on that. But yeah, when it comes to tech here, we do need to see some improvement on that front. Let's go ahead and take a look at long-term bonds, TLT, as a proxy, the ETF. We continue to drop here, looking for a higher low with respect to the trend. I don't expect inflation to pick back up yet, but I do think the Fed is playing with fire, literally and metaphysically speaking, especially considering that Neptune makes its initial ingress into Aries sometime next year, has historically corresponded to higher levels of inflation in the past. So I think the Fed has a window here to get rates down, help the housing market. That was a big part of the discussion over the weekend as well. But all in all, as Ray discussed over the weekend as well, we have to keep in mind the long-term cycles in stocks. And right now, it could kind of go either way. So I'm not going to get into the details here on our weekly YouTube channel, but a lot of it depends on interest rates, the cost of money, the health of the financial system, and also geopolitical events. We had Claude Weiss and Alexander Mserdrick, Christine Skinner do some really amazing presentations on that front as well. Let's go ahead and jump over to the energy market. Look at USO as a proxy. Looks like we're coming down off of a lower high here, so we'll need to be alert on that. Puyan did an excellent analysis of the energy market there and how we could still be looking for a major reversal in the energy space in the coming weeks and months. Let's jump over to gold and look at GLD. Continues to make new all-time highs. In gold. We saw silver SLV surge yesterday. SLV ETF looking very strong. We did close at a new high. Usually that is even more bullish than making new intraday highs. So I'm encouraged by what I'm seeing here. But all in all, I think it all comes down to the US dollar. Let's take a look at USD JPY. Seeing a nice rebound in the dollar here. We are in the time band for a long-term cycle low in the dollar yen, but still questions surrounding the state of the primary cycle and obviously the monetary policy situation between the Bank of Japan and the Federal Reserve. If we take a look at the euro here, we did make a new high today, but we are selling off. So with Venus having just changed signs, we do need to be aware of a reversal in the euro. But this does look like a bullish technical setup for the time being. And so just be aware of the macro risks in the space and what Venus, the ruler of currencies, is up to. Now I want to take a look at cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin and Ethereum continue to exhibit nice rallies. Bitcoin hasn't quite making a new intraday high in the cash market here, but it is something that we continue to monitor. Now that Venus is out of Libra, We are keeping an eye on whether this rally can continue. MMTA graduate Chris Lindahl did a research paper in MMTA where he displayed how Mars and Cancer can also lead to 20% or greater moves in the crypto market. And we've seen that unfold in Bitcoin for sure. But with Ethereum, that correlation carries over as well. But we also have Venus in Libra and Venus in Scorpio. So I'm still looking for some volatility in crypto. We need to be aware of the fact that we've not made a new high despite it looking bullish. It's something that remains on our radar. So that's pretty much everything that I wanted to cover with you today. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. We have weekly updates. The MMA Monthly Addendum Plus report was just released, and we will have the monthly grains report. Did also just send out a special update for the gold market. Ray wrote that up, and we will also have a special update coming probably tomorrow in the Shanghai market, because let's actually look at that real quick. FXI seeing a big gap up after new stimulus measures announced by China. So definitely a market to keep an eye on, the Shanghai Composite, which is something we cover here at MMA. So that's all for now, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. And for those of you that were at the investment retreat, it was a real pleasure to meet you, and I hope to see you all again very soon. That's all for now. See you next week. Thank you.